In his first official media interaction ahead of next week's launch of Spicemas, Chief Executive Officer Kirk Seethahal says the corporation has laid out a plan to generate income. In reviewing 2016, he said all final events for Carnival saw expenditure overriding income. The Soca Groovy Monarch show is often seen as the Carnival show which generates the most income, but not so, says the Spicemas Corporation's CEO. That show, he says, according to the data, last year had an income of $466,000 with expenditure of $643,000. Pan's income was $24,000 but carried expenditure of $376,000, representing over a 1,500% loss. Queen Show's income was $47,000 and the total expenditure $177,000. The March Gras income, which generated $57,000, was confronted with expenditure of $265,000. He says those figures were shared with sponsors and other key stakeholders earlier this year.
Well, we would have had our sponsorship breakfast. We would have had it earlier on this year, and we would have detailed, I am an open book. I actually went through the finances with the sponsors so they could see exactly where we were. I was able to tell them that in 2015, we had $1,365,000 in sponsorship. In 2016, we had $852,000, which was a shortage of $500,000. Government contribution remained the same, $700,000. We were able to increase gate receipts last year by $126,000. It does not necessarily mean that there were more patrons. It means there were more paying people at the event, because I know we were strict on ticketing last year. Our bar income, it rose from $35,000 to $107,000. Registration vending income rose from $37,000 to $89,000. And of course, in other incomes such as streaming and pay-per-view rose from $62,000 to $131,000. And that's from the little measures that we put in place. And that's why we were not really adversely affected by the shortfall of the $500,000 in sponsorship, because we did generate money in other areas. But bearing in mind that we were short of $500,000, and our current debt stands at $800,000, it tells you the position we would have been in had we had the same amount of sponsorship or more.
Seethahal says government too must play its role to ensure Spicemas is a profitable venture.
In terms of its subvention, and to also get the corporate bodies out there to understand the benefits that they derive from Spicemas and to really step up to the plate.
The first fundraising event for the corporation will be on April 29th with the staging of Miss Caribbean United Queen Show. Additionally, the entity is hoping that the Spicemas Corporation's bill, when finalized, will get promoters and other persons who host events during the carnival period to pay their fair share of contribution. The bill will, among other things, mandate promoters to pay 5% of ticket sales to the corporation. Eugenia Peters, GBN News.